Say good morning and really mean it. Listen to understand, not to respond. Reach out when it is least expected to someone you don't know really well. You can do it by text, you can call them. Heaven forbid you can take out a pen and write a note. Or you can go up and talk to them. Say, hey, I saw what you did the other day in that meeting. I was really impressed. Thanks for doing that. And then finally, remember. Remember. A fellow lieutenant general, at his retirement ceremony, and this man and I had walked many miles together, both around the world and in the building, in the Pentagon. He said, I want to thank Jim Campbell because Jim called me when my mom died. Every day every month for the last 15 years, I have exchanged emails with a man now retired who still works for the Army. His son has perhaps the worst case of PTSD I've ever seen. And for those of you that have read things like that, touch your family, it's not just the individual. It's what? It's the whole family. Every time I ask about his son, I have written his son notes of encouragement. Last week, he sent me this email back. I have worked with former soldiers in the same office for 15 years, and no one even mentions him or even asks about him. Thank you for remembering. Roberto Clemente was an outfielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Showing my age, I saw him play, graceful as a gazelle. On New Year's Eve, 1972, he perished, delivering earthquake supplies to the people of Nicaragua. And Roberto Clemente said, anytime you have an opportunity to make a difference in this world and you don't, you're wasting your time on earth. When all is said and done, people are not going to remember what you said. And they are not going to remember what you did. What they will remember, and most likely cherish, is how you made them feel. I'd like to finish up tonight. You all have been enormously patient with me. Down at Leadership Blunt, I work with a wonderful man named Pete Carter. And Pete is always imploring me to share the secrets that you shared with those generals when you were helping develop them, which I will not do, because that's just between me and them. But I will share with you what I told every general officer for 10 years. I think they counted up as thousands. And I'd like to share them with you because I think they may be applicable. 1, be humble. The day I was selected to become a general officer, the 4-star general with whom I worked came out to me and said, hey, Colonel Campbell, when you get promoted to general, always get your own coffee. It'll keep you humble. If I had the education and the authority, I would write out a prescription for each of you that I would give Missy to give to you as you walk out. That prescription would be for a daily dose of humility. And if things are going great, double the dosage. Francis S. Curry, Medal of Honor winner, Second World War. He said this: there are 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who get things done and those who take credit for getting things done. Belong to the first group. There's much less competition. Be kind. Be kind. A man by the name of George Saunders delivered the commencement address at Syracuse University a few years ago. And I won't get this exactly right, but his story centered around when he was in middle school, and there was a young girl in his class who didn't fit into the in crowd. Her clothes were not stylish. She wore thick glasses. She always carried a bunch of books, and everyone ignored her. And he says to these graduates, why in the world wouldn't have I gone up to her and said, how are you? My name's George. Who are you? So he told these graduates, he said, here's the reality. As you get older, you become kinder. So speed it up and be kind now. To me, to Jim Campbell, the true measure of a person is how he or she treats someone that can do them absolutely no good. And finally, be thankful for the opportunities you've been given. When I worked for the chief in the Pentagon after I retired, I intentionally left my door open so I could listen to people as they walked by. I would encourage them to come in so I could talk to them. And one of the really interesting things is how many of those people wanted to wish their lives away. They would walk by and say, 9 o'clock, it's got to be 5 o'clock. I can't believe it's only Monday. So, one afternoon, I walk out of my office, and I'm heading down the corridor, and here comes a young lady, young sergeant. I've never seen her before in my entire life. And we happen to hit the corridor about the same time, and she's in front of me, about from me to Nancy. And she says out loud to no one in particular, I cannot believe it is only hump day. I can't believe it's only Wednesday. Now, I had an interesting experience that week when I went to get my identification card renewed. And when they gave me my new ID card, the young airman gave it to me. What's the first thing we all look at? The picture. Well, for me, that ship has sailed. So what I looked at was the expiration date. And the expiration date said indefinite. And so I said, whoa, I'm having a mistake here. I need a date. He said, no, sir. That card expires when you do. So having that in my kit bag, when she said that, I said, excuse me. And she looked around at me. She kind of studied me. I said, I look at things a little bit differently. And when I get home at night and look in the mirror, I say, what did you do that was good today? And I try to savor every minute of that. She didn't say anything. She just took it. Wouldn't you know it? Later that afternoon, here she comes walking towards me. As soon as she saw and recognized me, if it was like a little cartoon, the little bubble would say, oh, here comes Dr. Doom. I am not a smiler. I'm a grinner. I take a lot of heat from our family about that because we have family photos. Everybody's just, I grin. So I worked up my best grin. And as we got right next to each other, I said, boy, I hope your week speeds up. And without missing a beat, she says, I hope yours slows down. A few years ago, I read about, get this, a 100-year-old lady in Plymouth, Michigan, who owned a 1930 Packard automobile. And the claim was she still maintained it. Now, maintain could be pretty broad. I mean, that could be from dusting the seats. But nonetheless, they sent the local cub reporter out to interview her. They're sitting on her front porch in the swing. And the cub reporter kind of summarizes things. He says, now let me get this straight. You've lived your entire life in Plymouth, Michigan? To which she said, not yet. I will conclude with an encouragement to you. My dad, get this, sang on the radio in Chicago, Illinois in 1940. And was drafted, went to officer candidate school, and proceeded to the Second World War. He earned the Silver Star for heroism in southern France. And as David is so clearly aware, fought in the Battle of the Bulge. as an infantry company commander, where the life expectancy of an infantry company commander is measured in weeks, if not days. He never mentioned it. Fast forward, and it's now Desert Shield, Desert Storm. My dad is now in his 80s, and he's facing some enormous health issues. By error, the Army sent him a letter recalling him to active duty. And he called me. This is the same man on the other side of the kitchen table reading me the riot act. He said, "What should I do, Jim?" I said, "Dad, you can handle this." This is his response. Department of the Army, dear sirs, thanks so much for thinking of me. My heart is in it, but my body is not. My encouragement to you all tonight, no matter what you do in your path in life, is keep your heart in it. When Missy Tackett asked if I would be able to speak tonight, I said to her, "I am at your service." And that is what I do now in the winter of my life. To take those lessons bestowed on me by great men like General Steiner and turn around and bestow them on young leaders beginning their journey. So, if there is anyone in this room tonight I can help, or if I can help your team, I am at your service. Thank you for including me in this very special event. And to all of you, to the leadership graduates, to the chamber members, and to the award winners, please know how enormously proud I am of each and every one of you. Thank you.